I'm ready now.
Coming to you from the Radio for One studios in Franklin, Michigan. Welcome to the Detroit Cast.
Big fan. Big fan.
A show not just free of charge, but free of FCC regulations.
And what can we expect? Surprises!
Engineered by Jay Timko and produced by Eric Beatty. And without further delay, it's showtime. Please welcome the Detroit Cast. Here are your hosts, Mike and Jay.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Detroit Cast on a Friday. We made it to Friday. I forgot it was Friday. Friday show. Anyway, I'm Mike. That's Jay. Big E is here. Timko is here. God damn it, son Deuce is here as well.
God damn it. God damn it, Derek. Derek, God damn it.
He's a good boy. Yeah, as I say, it's a Friday. Dare I say a big show today. How are you, Jay?
I'm extraordinarily well.
Yeah.
You?
Fine. Yeah, I'm good.
Fine. Just like yesterday. Fine.
Is the phone ringing already? Or is it frozen?
No, let's get ready to call Mandy's mom.
Oh, yeah, we got to call
yeah,
Mandy's
shit.
mom right out of the
We don't
gate.
need to do that.
No, we do. That's okay.
I got a good feeling about this one.
Do you?
Yeah.
What is this? This is
Thursday
3 days
night.
in
They're
a row?
probably in. They're probably watching some TV. There's probably some good sitcom on that they like or something.
Yeah. Well, we'll try her in just a minute. Pimp My Ride. We're getting some details on Pimp My Ride. We'll get into that later. A dog.
The
Dog
MTV show?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the MTV show, Pimp My Ride.
Oh my god.
When did that go
I
up
bet
there?
you like
Probably.
that show.
You know, I didn't like it, but I watched it. Although the only thing I ever thought when I would watch it is they'd come in, they'd pimp these rides like
Into the mic, you son of a
They'd
bitch.
pimp all these rides out, put these rims, and inside they put like TVs and bullshit. But it's like, dude, the cars look like pieces of shit. So
Right?
like,
Did
what-
they do
yeah.
anything mechanically to
Right,
keep
what-
this 1982 Escort on the road for another minute?
Right, that's all I ever thought. Like, well, it's a freaking, you're right, like a 1992, 89 car, and they're gonna boot it up. But like, what about the engine? Like, is it still gonna run?
Well,
Yeah.
we'll find out about that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We will find out
Maybe
about
I'm
that.
spoiling
That's
it.
funny. That's a younger generation thing. What you just said when you started. No, I didn't like that show, but I watched it. Like, you would never say that when we were growing up. It was like there just weren't enough programs on. It was like you spent your time watching shit you actually liked.
I guess you're right.
We'll get to a new tattoo. Some fans of tattoos in the room. We'll get to an interesting one, a machete attack, illegal alien trying to make a run for the border, sort of.
In a unique way.
Yeah, in a very unique way. We'll talk about testicles, head transplants.
Oh, that sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, it's coming.
Sounds plausible.
Yeah, well, it's coming. Rich women. Yeah, I didn't.
Sounds good, righty?
Sounds plausible.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong. Sounds plausible.
I'm in.
Not so sure.
Well, it turns out, who knew they were changing the world one by one. All these women, and now they're capitalizing and
Sounds great.
billionaires. We're talking billionaires. ISIS, Jihadi John has been identified.
Well, we knew all along. It was Ali G.
Yeah, Yegshemish.
Took them like 4 months to figure out what we knew day one.
Actually, that was Bruno, wasn't it?
I've never
No,
seen
not Bruno. Who was the other one? Was it Ali G?
Yeah.
What was the other character?
Bruno Mars.
What are you talking about, Bruno Mars? Are you talking about the pig?
No, Sacha Baron Cohen.
Sacha Baron Cohen, the pig. Borno Mars. Come on.
No, he did the gay Austrian guy.
The gay Austrian. That's Bruno.
Oh,
Is
yeah,
that-
Bruno.
But Ali G. Which one was Yegshemish?
I don't know, dude. I didn't know. I'm lost.
He was.
It wasn't Ali G. It was the other one. It wasn't the gay guy. It was the
Borat?
guy from Borat from Kazakhstan.
Fucking Borat. Oh,
Borat.
Duh.
That's who I
Duh.
think of.
I can't. Yeah.
But he does kind of sound like Ali G. more than Borat.
Yeah, that's my. Duh.
I don't think the local authorities wanted this information out there. It sounds like they've known it was Ali G for a while.
Well, is this the guy that they knew like day one, the rapper, the former rapper?
I don't think it is.
Really?
Yeah. He's been unmasked. He's obviously the guy that's in all the beheading videos. He's in his mid-20s from Syria. His name is Mohammed Emwazi, a computer programmer.
At least this
So
one's
he's-
not a secretary like
Yeah.
the last one.
Yeah, like the leader of the whole group. His family is a well-to-do family from West London.
Of course they are.
Yeah,
Right?
I know.
Spoiled little fucker.
He was bored.
He was Kuwaiti born. I have no doubt that Muhammad is Jihadi John. One of his close friends told the Washington Post, he was like a brother to me. I'm sure it's him. Mwazi, the son of a minicab driver. No, you could be a minicab driver and be well off.
Yeah, right. How's that square?
Yeah.
Three goats and everyone
Juiced is over here muttering.
Always.
Get on a mic, you son of a bitch. You got something to say, get on a mic.
This guy deep throated this one. I don't want it.
I don't blame you.
We forgot to call Mandy right out of the gate. You son of a bitch.
Oh, look how that worked.
We'll get through this story and then we'll definitely dial Mandy up. He moved to the UK at age 6. He emailed a friend at a British pro-Islamic human rights group that the British intelligence agency MI5 were being dicks to him. That's basically what happened. Yeah, they were kind of being dicks to him, and so he's lopping off heads now as a result. They tried to recruit him after he graduated from the University of Westminster with a computer programming degree. The pal,
I bet he could have been a nice little double agent, made a pretty penny.
Probably. Yeah, he's got close ties to them.
Best case scenario.
Mm-hmm. People at the human rights group Cage believe it's Jihadi John as well. There was an extremely strong resemblance. This guy had been in touch with him before he went to Syria. This is making me feel fairly certain this is the same person. They claimed Thursday that he was radicalized because British police would not allow him to return to Kuwait, where he had a job lined up, as well as a fiance. U.S. and UK authorities had Mwazi on their radar before he left for Syria. He had ties to a man affiliated with al-Shabaab, so they were on him. And as he tried to travel, he's like, yeah, I'm going camping. And they're like, oh, okay, cool. And then they wouldn't let him go, or they'd capture him when he was there and send him back. And so he finally was like, fuck this, I'm out of here. And he snuck off, and they haven't seen him since.
Track, huh?
Yeah, yeah. So anyway, I don't know what that matters, though.
Who it is?
Yeah, like,
well, you know whose family to kill.
That's an interesting point. His family is like taken off.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you just like grab them immediately and see how he likes it?
Well, the headscarf gave him away right away.
Yeah, I think you probably do, right? Why not?
Yeah, does that seem like
democratic?
Two wrongs making a right? It does in my book. Chip them at a bare minimum.
Mm-hmm.
Chip them. I don't know. What it matters though.
It still shocks me that they don't have any intelligence on where a guy like that is, you know, in terms of.
Does that shock you though?
Yeah, it does a little bit. I put great faith in our special forces. I really do.
Yeah.
I read too many books.
I do too. They do make it sound really appealing and like badass.
Like we've got our thumb on everything, you know, and we can just send a few guys in and that guy's done.
Yeah. Not quite that easy.
It's not, man.
And they're the best in the world.
Yeah.
They're the best at it, but
not a lot of helpful people around there, I don't think.
Yeah. That's true. That's a huge part of the game is the intelligence that they're able to get. And it doesn't sound like they do get much help.
Misinformation they get.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, chasing down the wrong, exactly, misinformation. They're probably taking the money that we offer, giving misinformation, and squirreling away.
Meanwhile, the ISIS ransacked the museum this week, destroying, I think they said now, 3,000-year-old artifacts.
Dude, that's brutal. You know, I don't care if you disagree with the religion or whatever it is. That's history.
Yeah.
That's literally irreplaceable.
These artifacts that are behind me were idols and gods worshipped by people who lived centuries ago instead of Allah.
Before Allah.
A bearded man tells the cameras he stands in front of the pulverized remains of a winged bull, a Syrian protective deity dating back to the 7th century BC. Dude, that's some old shit. And they're just taking like hammers to him. That
really is brutal.
Yeah. So that's more than 5,000 years. Our prophet ordered us to remove all these statues as his followers did when they conquered nations.
That's tragic. I mean, it really is. It's you're just trying to erase a culture like that.
Because they believe something different than you.
Yeah. Something that sat there for 5,000 years.
Yeah.
You, Bob, are going to come up and just hammer the thing in the face.
Because your guy's all of a sudden telling you to. Yeah. What the fuck, man? When are they just going to go stomp this whole unit out? It's before it gets bigger than it is. It's what, 30,000 people? I'm
ready.
Chip them all. All right, you want to call Mandy?
Yes.
Sorry, E. I was going to let you off the hook, but no, let's call Mandy real quick before it gets too late. Sorry, E. It's all right. It's all right.
Mrs. Mandy's mom.
Mrs. Mandy's mom. We have E's letter here to Mandy.
Great confidence in us.
don't need the letters still.
Well, if we
you
get
might
a
have
hold of
to
Mandy,
reference it.
Why would you need to reference it?
Kind of reset. I don't know. Look how supple you are.
Don't worry about it.
You're doughy.
Don't
Need
worry.
some sun, man.
In a few months, don't worry.
One of you two get on a mic, okay? I'm really.
Not enough vitamin D in that boy.
God damn it!
Yes.
Hey, who we calling?
Ask her to call us back within. Did you hang up?
Call her back.
Let's call back. Leave a message. Please call back tonight.
okay.
I mean,
Demand
she
that
was
they listen to you.
She was nice before. I think, you know. I think she'll comply.
Yeah, I don't like this calling back. Sometimes I feel like when you call twice.
Who are we not calling back?
This is.
A girl that E had a crush on.
He stalked her.
It's a good idea.
Fuck.
2 years out of high school, I think he was. She was still
She
in
was
high
a
school.
freshman or something.
Not a
She was on her. Hi, Mrs. Mandy's mom.
Hi,
It's Mike and Jay calling again
Jay and Mike.
from the Detroit cast. And yeah, we're hoping you could give us a call back this evening. It's very important. We've got something to discuss. But Eric Fady is here as well. You remember your boy Eric.
We have some new developments.
Yeah. So you can reach us at 844-385-3223.
844 Fukfase.
Yeah. 385-3223. It's toll free. It won't cost you a penny. Just give us a buzz. Thanks, Mrs. Mandy's mom.
Thanks. Love you.
Who in the hell in this day and age is worried about the price of a phone call? It won't cost you a penny.
Well, if they are, I'm just letting them know they don't have to worry about that.
It won't. That is pretty irrelevant.
Well, there was a day. They're old school.
God, this couple is busy, aren't they? Call them
Yeah.
every evening.
I know. At the same
I mean,
time,
what middle-aged couple isn't home at 9:45 Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday?
Be nice. They're on their dial-up.
I think they're looking at the phone number and going, "No, we're not answering that."
No,
call."
she was so nice to us.
She played ball. She did play ball, but
That was not a blow-off sort of situation. She's gonna hook us up with Mandy.
maybe. What did you do to Mandy, you son of a bitch? Because I guarantee the mother has talked to the daughter,
That's
and that
yeah.
I have a feeling that Mandy said something along the lines of, "Oh my God, I can't
Do
believe you
not-
answered the phone
Do not answer
under
the
any
call.
circumstances."
Nothing.
Under no circumstances do
Maybe
you
that
give
was the
him that
problem.
phone number.
It must
ever.
have been gross. Oh, it must have been gross. Can you imagine?
Did you ask her father's permission first? No?
Poor E. Look at him.
No, I didn't
No
find
class.
Come on, E.
I,
What'd you do?
What color was the
Nothing.
cummerbund?
it says everything in a fucking letter, dude. I said it. I couldn't have said it anymore. Like, oh, geez.
Can we
By the way,
call? Can we call your dad? Since we can't get a hold of Mandy.
Sure.
By the way, Jay, see where that letter's going? That'll be there for.
Give it a shot. What time is it?
You know he won't answer the phone, don't you?
He's going to be up, but he won't answer. No.
He won't.
No.
He hasn't answered a phone in what, 30 years?
Something like that.
Well,
Yeah, that's
let's try it.
Will he hear voices on the machine?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
He will.
Yeah. You got a better
Right.
chance of a carrier pigeon. You realize that, don't you?
I know, but you're our carrier pigeon and you're here.
Into pigeoning, is he?
You want me to bait and switch? You want me to lie?
Same numbers before, right?
Yeah. Oh, God, yes.
Yeah, if you cry out on the machine, will he come? Papa!
Damn
Papa!
Dad! He's trying to beat me up, Dad.
Pick up.
God damn it! What's going on here? Bait him into
Damn it, stop
answering.
being such a pussy.
Yeah, can you like
Fight back.
yell that it's some sort of emergency? Are you above
Like,
that?
throw the bat signal out there or something.
Are you above that?
Sure.
You're not above that.
We have the Kraut device that I can throw out in the air and he'll answer.
Do something, man.
I wish
Get
he
him on
was
the
at
phone.
least on the phone, like on the machine. Going, God damn it! You've reached the Lens household.
We might have to have him switch that. just for you.
Is it Margaret on the machine?
No, it's like a
Computer.
Computer.
Yeah.
Come on, Oov.
His phone probably has dust blowing off it as it rings. It hasn't rang.
He answers for the first time in 30 years. He opens the phone booth and picks up the receiver.
Please leave a message.
Uwe.
Hello.
Oh,
Hey,
Margaret, how are you?
Good.
Did we wake you?
These assholes wake you up, Mom.
No, not quite. I was just dozing.
We kidnapped your boy.
Is their Fuhrer home?
The Fuhrer is not home. He should be home momentarily.
Oh,
Nice.
Really?
Nice.
Really?
So if we were to call back in, I don't know, 10 minutes, would he be there?
I'm not sure.
what's he doing at 10 o'clock at night?
He's probably
At the Wirtschaft. He's at the Wirtschaft.
Yes, the Wirtschaft, right.
What's the Wirtschaft? Is that the bar?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Local watering hole.
It's
Yeah.
a local pub.
Yeah.
It's a local pub.
How old is he?
Old enough to be at the pub.
How old? Dad was born in 42, so do the math.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
So how you doing, Margaret?
Yeah, I'm doing fine, honey.
She's
How
a
about
good woman.
yourself?
Very well.
You're a good woman.
Quite well.
Well, thank you, dear. Thank you. I'm glad you said that. So what are you guys doing? Just hanging out at Mike's?
Yeah.
Some might call it that. Some might call it a job. Others might call it doing that. Yeah.
We're basically hanging out at my house. Yeah. This is what we used to do at your house 20 years ago.
You wanna
You're on
come-
the
Oh,
show.
I know. I missed it, too.
You want to
missed
come
it a
over and
lot.
see the cushion fort we built?
No, not tonight.
Yeah, you're on the show right now. We're doing a show live right now.
Oh, you got to be kidding.
No.
Yeah, you sound great though.
Very
I
natural.
do?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Still look good
You
without
sound
the
hot.
makeup, too.
You do. You sound hot.
Jay.
Get the
She
fuck
does.
off the phone.
I tell you what, Margaret, how about we call back in, I don't know, 25 minutes?
You could do that, yes.
Will you answer the phone?
I'll answer the phone.
Or just tell Uwe to answer the phone? Tell him we're calling from Germany and then he'll answer.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay. He'll see that on caller ID.
That's right. All right. Thanks, Margaret. We'll call back.
All right, dear. Take care.
Okay, Mama.
Bye,
Bye.
Mom.
Bye, honey.
We woke her up from a dead sleep.
We were so close.
Yeah.
We're so close.
We're getting close.
Yeah,
All right. So
we'll get him. Get him.
get the watch, everybody. 20 minutes. We'll
Okay.
try and call him then. Deal?
Eric,
10:15. I got it.
All right.
I'm setting an alarm.
Dude,
I don't
setting
trust
an
you. I
alarm.
don't trust you.
Someone set an alarm. Yeah, we'll need it. We got someone else calling. Who's calling?
Corn dog.
Corn dog.
He called the other night too.
You did? All right.
What's he got?
Hello?
He's here.
Corn dog.
Hey. Hey, what's up, guys?
How you doing,
Hey,
man?
buddy.
I'm doing good. How you guys doing?
Real
Quite
good.
well.
I just want to say that I am. I'm going to challenge Eric at his racing,
What?
and that I am 5'10". I weigh 280 pounds, and I can run 5 miles in 1 hour and 10 minutes.
And you're gonna challenge me with that time?
Yeah.
1 hour, dude. I run fucking 5 miles. I run 5 miles in like maybe 35 minutes, 40 minutes.
He's a gazelle,
Yeah.
corn dog.
But I can still
Yeah.
kick your ass along the way.
What do you say?
I can still kick your ass along the way.
He'll kick your ass along the
Oh,
way.
you will you?
Gotta
No,
catch
no,
him
what
first,
about-
You're
corn
gonna have
dog.
to catch me. I'll freaking as long as I'm allowed to start the norm where you start. I'll make sure you won't be able to leg sweep me before I'm behind you or in front of you, my man.
All right. No, what I'm calling about is I'm in South Carolina right now. I'm working. And I just drank a whole fifth of moonshine.
Of course you did.
What better time to call the Detroit cast?
Well, why not? What else am I going to do?
Where did you get some Mountain Dew?
There's a place called Rock Bottom Moonshine Distillery. And I just drank a whole fifth of it. And it's weak.
Oh, jeez, dude.
And I will challenge Eric to a race any day of the week.
Okay. I
He's got
guess.
drunk power right now.
Right, I guess.
No, I don't have drunk power. I don't have drunk power. I have leg power.
Okay.
Dude, there's
All right,
you just told me your time and there's no chance. I'm sorry.
Well, it's not like you're training or anything. At least I'm running every day.
What?
Yeah, E. He's not training. At least he's running.
I actually haven't ran in 2 weeks right now.
Yeah,
so
he could bust out 5 miles in his sleep because he's a winner.
All right.
Don't forget.
Well, regardless, I just want to say I love the Detroit Cast. I love you guys.
Thanks,
I'm
buddy.
All right,
drinking
man.
moonshine. I love listening to you guys, and I'm going to do my last shot of moonshine and drink some PBR with you guys.
There you go. We appreciate it, Corn Dog. Thanks for the
Thanks,
call,
man.
buddy.
Take it
All right,
easy.
Yeah, boy.
Holy shit.
That's the guy.
Yeah, that's his tat right there.
Seriously?
This one we couldn't decide. That's his nickname.
What do you think? Is that a leg or an arm? I think it's a leg. I think he's got it propped up on the wall.
I think because of the boots are there, it's a leg.
Yeah, I do too. Now.
But it could
Nah.
be this, right, Deuce?
It's
Like
either.
right here?
I think it's the inside of his elbow.
Well,
He's gotta
it
stop
might
flexing
be
now.
because look, this is probably a leg bent here, which would make that an arm.
Yeah.
Ugh.
So is that on his calf then? Is that out
It's
in
either his
public during
forearm
the
or his
summer?
calf. I don't know.
I really hope it's its leg and not
It's leg.
its leg. His
Good
leg.
God.
Holy shit.
I don't know. I hope he
Is
doesn't
that a
call back
deep
and tell us.
fryer? Is that the fryer in the background?
Yeah, he's got the fryer in
the
the
fryer
background
basket?
where the corn dog has been
Attention to
cooked.
detail.
All right. Well, keep an eye. How are we doing on a clock? You got us time there? All right.
We're
You ready to meet the world's richest women worth a
Yes.
combined $220 billion?
How many of them? Did it all,
Top 10, was it?
The world's 9 wealthiest
Oh, wow.
women are worth $222 billion.
A lot of blowjobs.
The list of female billionaires continues to be dominated by women. Unfortunately for the ladies who inherited their money from
Oh, every one of them?
from their
I knew there was
Come
something.
on.
every single one of them
suspicious.
inherited their
9 of
money
them.
from either their fathers or their husbands.
oh, God.
What?
do you know?
I didn't make the story up. I'm just letting you know.
How can
But
they be on the list?
they only got 78 cents on every dollar.
Yeah, right. 286 of the world's billionaires are women. These are the time. Christy Walton. Familiar with that name,
Oh,
Jay?
yeah, Walmart.
Walmart.
Yes.
Give me a W.
Give me an A.
Come on, give me a squeeze. Come on, get on down in there. Get on down
Give
in
me
there
a Des
low.
Bryant.
She's a 60-year-old looker. Top picture there. Huh?
It's like
Bet-
a librarian or something.
Mr. Walton didn't see it turning out like that, but
Well, it sounds like he doesn't have to worry about it anymore.
she's worth $41.3 billion.
Would you do? Would you?
Look at that.
Okay. Would you?
Yeah.
41 billion?
I would for 43 billion.
That's why I didn't ask you.
She inherited it from her late husband. John died in a plane crash in 2006. And then we've got
Very suspicious.
the sister-in-law, Alice Walton. She comes next, $38.5 billion. And then we've got the 92-year-old, French cosmetics heiress Lillian Bettencourt. $34.9 billion stems from her father's stake in L'Oreal.
Can you imagine her heirs just going, please just die, 92-year-old.
92. They've probably been saying that for 20 years.
Yeah. Damn it.
Followed by 75-year-old Jacqueline Mars, $26.8 billion for the candy company. Yep. Her grandfather started that company.
Oh,
She's
my.
just kind of taking the reins from there. Laureen Powell Jobs, widow of
Really?
Stephen.
Wow.
Yep, she's worth $19.3 billion at 51. She's the youngest on the list. Average age of the list, 69. The list of wealth passed on from male loved ones continues. Elaine Marshall, 72, is the 6th richest woman. She's now worth
Marshall Fields?
$17.3 billion. Koch Industries.
Ah.
He had a
59.
her late husband, Pierce Marshall, had a huge stake in the Koch brothers, I'm assuming, their industries. While the majority of the world's 9 wealthiest women are American, the 7 and 8 spots inherited their wealth from German automaker Herbert Quandt, who led BMW and their resurgence. Yeah.
Jesus. Wow, worked hard for it, did they?
Yeah, they sure
Hey,
did.
if there was equality E for the last 100 years, they would be right there, okay? They wouldn't have to inherit it. They would have made it on their own.
That's hilarious.
Oh, really,
That's
Jay? Is
adorable.
that the deal?
I can't even believe you can
Is
say that with a
that the
straight face.
fucking
That's
deal?
awesome. Good for you. Very forward-thinking you are.
I'm not taking any more of those smelling salts.
Susan Clatton, 52, began working for her father's company under an alias before marrying an engineer, inheriting stakes that make her worth $16.9 billion. The 9th wealthiest woman, Iris Fontbona, 72, got her money from her dad's copper business. Michelle Ferrero, or is it Michael Ferrero, confectioner,
Ah.
who was Italy's richest man, died on Valentine's Day. His wife, Maria, is likely to inherit $23 billion.
It's just unfathomable.
No,
the idea of $1 billion. You know,
Inconceivable.
yeah, get your head around that.
80%. 80% of the world's female billionaires fully inherited their wealth.
It only speaks to the inequality of the past.
Yeah,
Mike.
sure.
Is that what it is?
Fast forward 100 years, you're not going to see that.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just telling you what the story said.
There'll be a bunch of men who are inheriting shit from their wives.
I would love to inherit something like that.
I have no problem with that.
Yeah. But, got to invent something.
Hey, before we get too far, I
Yeah.
got to tell you, Big E, as you know, threw all over the couch while Chaz Bono ate the King's peanut butter. What you might not know is right now at Zott Ford, you can lease a brand new 2014 Ford F-150 Super Cab 4x4 for just $235 a month. That's right, lease a Superfly pimped out F-150 4x4 for just $235 a month. The trucks and the deals won't last long, so hurry in and let them know Big E is going to get penetrated on the Vegas Strip after losing that race.
No, not gonna happen.
And then just sit back and watch the magic happen. Folks, we all know that this can only happen at Zott Ford and Holly, I-75 and exit 98.
All right. Doctors are gearing up to do the world's first head transplant.
This is not. Come on.
It's got promise.
This can't go well.
Hear us out. Italian surgeon Sergio
It's already gone bad.
Canavero wants to take the head from someone with an incurable illness and graft it to a healthy body.
Sure. Okay.
He claims the operation, the very first one, could be done within 2 years. The $10 million body swap would initially be used to give a new lease of life to paralyzed people with muscle wasting diseases, and those whose organs are riddled with cancer could also have a head put on a new body.
So the spinal cord will be fine. We'll just fuse that. No problem.
What
Deal
about
with
the
those.
graft rejection?
Well, yeah, that's an issue. But I mean, if you're just like Stephen Hawking, wouldn't you be willing to take that chance?
I'd rather them grow me a new one in a petri dish.
Dude, if you're Stephen Hawking, no, man. Cutting off your head ends your life, dude. You got to be sure of this thing.
Not according to the
You
doctor.
got to be absolutely sure of this. By the way, we should try Cambridge back again, see if we can't get patched into Stephen Hawking.
Yeah, I think we're
I
close.
love how you threw that out there. Oh, wait, before we go, can you patch us into Stephen Hawking?
I was surprised when he didn't. I thought for sure he would. Dr. Canavero claims all the necessary techniques exist and that he just needs to put them together. It's already more than 40 years since the first monkey head transplant, and a operation was done on a mouse in China last year. I didn't know they did that on a monkey.
Well, probably an inbred, genetically identical member of the same species. Okay, but
Really?
Yeah, you're talking about a genetically outbred head on another genetically outbred body. I mean,
where would you get the bodies, by the way?
That's what yeah.
Somebody who's equally as willing.
I mean, someone's going to get the shit end of the stick in that operation, right?
Somebody from ISIS?
Maybe. I don't know. It seems like both the donor and patient would have their heads severed from their spinal cord at the same time. This is where
it
you
doesn't
lose
work unless you do it at the
same time. Oh, and with an ultra sharp blade. Their words, not mine. You'd have
sharp. No shit, genius.
Wait, we can't just use a handsaw?
Can't just have E gnawed off.
Well, wouldn't you use a guitar string if you're Italian?
They would use an ultra sharp blade to give a clean cut. The patient's head would then be moved onto the donor's body and attached using glue called polyethylene glycol.
Yeah.
To fuse two ends of the spinal cord together. The muscles and blood supply would be stitched up before the patient is put into a coma for 4 weeks to stop them from moving while the head and body heal together. This sounds perfect.
Sounds simple.
They would then be given small electric shocks to stimulate their spinal cord and strengthen the connections between their head and new body. When the patient is brought out of their medically induced coma, they should be able to move. Keyword being should. Should be able to move, feel their face, even speak with the same voice. The ethical arguments extend past the transplant itself. For instance, if the patient went on to have kids, they would biologically belong to the body.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, man. Come on.
So then what happens?
So then what about the guy that wants his head on a horse next? Right?
Well, we should
Where
be
does
able to
it
do
end,
that.
Right?
No, I know. You're right. Where does it end?
I'm gonna be a centaur.
Dr. Canavero said that if science reaches the stage when human cloning is easy, that a 60-year-old could make a copy of themselves. They could put their old head on a new healthy body made
There
from
you
their
go.
own
See,
DNA.
that's
point,
more
you're not
plausible.
Yeah, but at that point, you're probably not even transplanting heads. You're transplanting thoughts, emotions. You're uploading your memories to the
So
new body.
would your head be a wrinkled mess and then your body be some chiseled?
Exactly.
And where are you getting all these healthy bodies?
Well, in that instance, you're cloning it, man.
Well, yeah, that's down the
Petri
road
dish.
though. I don't know. This sounds like
This sounds like a donor thing. There's a lot of people that do that. That's crazy, though.
I don't know.
I'm not buying it.
I'm
not
far
buying
from
it.
buying this.
Would you
This is
try to eat-
bullshit.
This is
This is total bullshit.
This is just propaganda play.
What if you were paralyzed? Would you
Hell
try it?
No, you're not giving up your life, dude.
try
This is ridiculous.
But they're saying they're giving you a new body. You can walk again. You can think and talk.
Sure.
Yeah, you've got multiple sets of grandparents, but
I'd
whatever.
have to be on death's door. It would have to be like I'm
You
dying.
are. You are. And the only healthy body
Then
available
maybe
is
I
a
would.
female.
Then maybe I would.
The only thing available is a chick's body. Are you still in?
Yeah, I guess at that point.
Ease body on just some hot chick.
You know what's
No,
funny?
it'd probably be some sloppy pig.
You said
He's just
You'd be
sauntering
pissed.
around.
You'd be so
well,
pissed.
no.
What, you put me on a fat chick?
I would demand.
He'd
No,
be walking
no.
in. Look at this fucking machine. Look at this. It's disgusting. Look what they gave me.
No. I would demand to see what body was going on first. But when you said when you said
You would demand to see it first.
And what's your bargaining position to demand such a request?
then I
on
just won't
death's
do it.
door.
Then I won't fucking do it. But when you said it,
You're on death's door, exactly. And you're going to be like, wait a minute. Let me see what she looked like.
She's not hot enough.
Let me see.
Forget it.
exactly.
Forget it.
Exactly. I would. You know what's funny? When you said though that if they were to have like the head goes on there, and then if they were to have a kid, that technically the kid would belong to the. Like, wouldn't that be awesome? Like, who cares? Then that means that the guy that the head has a new body could just go to town, no
Just did
condom.
the international sign of
Yeah.
No, but
banging.
you know what I'm saying? He'd go to town, no condom, just impregnate chicks left and right, and he's not going to have to pay for those kids because they belong to the other person.
Some grandparents just getting
You
livid
could-
on the other
I
side.
could rob a bank and it'd be somebody else's fingerprints.
Oh.
That's a great point.
See, I mean,
Yeah,
A lot
this
of-
has got problem
a lot of
written all
upside.
over it.
A lot of upside.
Doesn't it kind of remind you of the head detective from In Living Color too? Remember that guy who was just a head?
Yeah.
And, was it Keenan
Ivory
Ivory
Wayans.
Wayans? Yeah, he would carry around Damon
Damon.
Wayans' head.
Yeah.
He'd bowl
Throw
him
it
at
at-
guys and shit. Perpetrators would be running away. He'd bowl them down.
What would you do? Like, that would be. Would he know how to walk in high heels then?
Oh yeah,
you-
absolutely.
would you
He'd
have all
remember
those-
how. He'd remember how.
His legs might, but would he?
No, his brain would remember how.
I have.
Playing dress up in mommy's closet.
Well, that's a bad example using E, but would
He'd
we
remember how to use the Moxie pad, all that shit.
Dude, that's a good point. You'd have to like relearn how long your limbs were now. They wouldn't be the same size. I mean, nothing would be
Everything would feel weird,
it'd be
right?
a little bit-
I think it would feel a little weird.
Yeah.
Yes, I would agree with that.
yeah.
Everything would feel a little weird. That's
Wow.
bullshit. This guy just wants some press.
Yeah,
He wants
I
big news organizations like us to talk about him.
Yeah, right.
We fell right into his trap.
How long's it been? Has it been 20 minutes yet?
Yeah,
10,
9
15?
minutes.
It's been 9 minutes?
You have 9 minutes.
Which is it, E?
You have 9 minutes till 10:15.
Okay. It's only been 15 minutes since we talked to Margaret?
I don't know what. It's been 16 minutes.
All right. Well, we'll do this story then, and we'll try it back. We'll try Uwe back. We got a married TV guy in Russia who took this blonde chick, picks her up at a bar, makes out with her, and then he passes out. You know, so far so good. Wakes up without his testicles.
Isn't this the ultimate urban legend?
Yeah.
Haven't we heard this one? You wake up in the bathtub packed
Yeah.
with ice with
Call
a note.
911.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I reached behind and I felt the stitches were in my kidney area. you know?
Yeah. Well, this apparently happens. Dmitry
Is he
Nikolov.
just bleeding out or what?
No, he was out drinking at a local bar. Attractive woman approached him, struck up conversation. He hails a taxi, goes to a nearby sauna where he got himself a beer. They start making out. Next thing he remembers, waking up feeling pain below the waist, noticing blood on his pants. Doesn't remember anything more. It was only after he arrived at the hospital the doctors told him he'd been drugged and his testicles were removed by someone who was an
Good
expert in
Lord.
castration.
Good Lord. probably a veterinarian.
That's the main guess. They said the skin was originally cauterized. It was a clean cut, so surgeons believe the culprit may have been a doctor or even a vet.
Oh,
No rubber band around the.
No,
they went high tech.
Yeah.
Damn it, man.
There's black market for body parts, is what they think this is.
For testicles.
Well, who's buying balls on the black market?
I mean, I've heard of nudicles, but
A lot of head transplants being discussed.
Yeah, right.
Workable nuts.
Yeah. Would you want nuts so bad that you're willing to steal them from
I mean,
another
can
man?
they actually work in another man?
I'm thinking one of those rednecks are putting them in the back of the trailer hitch of the truck.
Right.
Maybe.
Right, the metal ones just aren't cutting it anymore. They got to one up it.
I mean, I've definitely heard the whole nudicle thing, cosmetic reasons.
For
but-
dogs, but
Poor guy.
nudicles
Poor
were
guys.
dogs. Do they
I
do
know.
those in
They do
humans?
listen, guys, too.
I probably do.
Ask Lance Armstrong.
Yeah, maybe. This guy, after all this, he's done this story. He's talked to the press, and then he adds, he told his wife he was forced to undergo emergency surgery on his genitals because of a sudden serious illness. He didn't want to tell her he hooked up with a chick in a sauna and lost his
Cover
balls.
story, man.
There he is. Look at him.
so clearly, yeah. Wow.
Poor son of a bitch.
Oh, my
Dude, if
God.
you're going to go to that extreme, why not just kidnap the dude, murder him, and
Yeah.
take more of his shit?
Yeah. Why not just
You
go
actually-
to the store?
You could almost,
That's a good point.
make a lot more money.
I guess at that point your morality kicks in, the guilt kicks in.
I don't-
You know what I
You're,
mean?
you're like on this razor's edge of cutting off this guy's balls and taking them. That's
I can
okay.
live with that.
Murder? No, not
No.
okay.
No, too
I mean,
much.
that's right on the edge.
Right. Now I'm just
That's-
being greedy. I'm taking his kidneys. I'm taking his liver. I'm being greedy.
That's just insane. Can we agree to leave balls alone?
Only in Russia too. My gosh.
I think you could find that in the Middle East somewhere too.
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
You wouldn't what?
I would say I don't think I'd ever want to drink to excess in any place other than like America almost. Like I would never go down to
I
Mexico
don't think
or
he
Russia.
drank to excess. He was drugged.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was
So you
Cosby.
go to the bar and some hot chick.
Yeah, you're right.
He's Cosby. He
You're
gets
right.
Cosby'd at the bar.
Fuck.
Dude, you would be instantly in that fly trap. Who are you kidding?
Yeah,
I
you
know,
would be.
I know.
Guy or girl.
Some
No, not a guy.
hot,
Not
some
a guy.
hot dude walks up to him,
No. Some hot girl.
saunters up with a big mustache,
Girl.
big
Girl
Peterman.
with tits. Not a guy.
What if the guy walked up and just
With
went,
a
"Hey,
girl.
I'm a big fan of the Detroit Cast. Just
girl
wanted to
walked
buy
up.
you a drink."
The girl walked out.
No, guy,
he
he's a
would
fan.
respond, "You want a picture with me? A picture?" And then it'd go from there.
Fuck you.
You'd take it if a guy said, "I just wanted to buy you a beer,
Yeah,
Big E. I'm a
I
big
don't-
fan."
I've already
Do
had.
it.
I've already
Do
had
it.
that happen.
See, could have been you.
So you already got your balls cut, huh?
I don't think
No,
I would
I
need
mean-
to get to the hospital to realize my balls were gone, though.
I know. Didn't you look down and you saw blood? It hurt. You just said, "Oh well."
Into the mic, you son of a bitch.
You want me to really repeat that?
No.
He looked down in the no.
I just mean if you're going to pipe up, don't just scream it across the room. You've been in this business, what, 13 years?
The best part is he's a married TV actor. Everybody knows this guy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
He's on like I don't know, The Guiding Light of Russia or something.
Yeah.
Whatever those sitcoms.
Look at that. They didn't do a very good job of blurring his face either. I think I could pick that guy out. The lineup.
It's not very pixelated.
No.
And what's with the Russian alphabet? Look at that damn shirt. What are you saying on there? It's just gibberish, man. TPYAHD. What the hell does that spell?
ZBITB.
Backward shit and everything.
That is horrible pixelation around the face. Like
Yeah.
you can 100% pick that. If I saw that in a lineup and you were looking at that picture,
Everybody would look at it like,
He looks like Mr. Blue.
who's Mr.
Oh,
Blue?
yeah.
Kinda
From
looks like
Reservoir
Mr.
Dogs.
Blue, right? Michael Madsen.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's a lousy job. Not good. I want to know what his shirt says now, though.
He seems amazingly
translated.
comfortable with the knowledge that he's,
Yeah,
Yeah,
hands overhead,
nutless.
just
Yeah.
lounging back.
It must be the drugs right now talking.
All right, let's call the Lens household
Give it
again.
a shot. Give it a shot.
he really would come back. Like if he's at the bar, he'll come back at 10. Why wouldn't he?
He's been there since noon.
He's in his 70s, for God's sake. What do you think he's going to go to a club afterwards? Warming up?
Pre-gaming.
Oh, boy. This should get interesting.
$10. My mom answers the phone again.
$1,000 your mom answers the phone.
Hello.
Hey, Mom.
Hi, sweetie. How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
Any luck?
God, you sound hot on the phone.
Asshole.
Jay.
I've never noticed that.
Asshole.
She
sounds
does sexy on the
sultry.
phone.
That's because I'm hot in real life.
That's true.
All right,
Does have a
enough.
sexy voice.
Enough. We didn't call to talk to you. This is getting awkward.
Is he there? Is the man home?
Well, let me go downstairs and see. Here, he just walked in.
Oh!
Look out. Look out.
Damn it.
Oh, yes.
You're going to blindside
Okay.
him. He's going to get confused.
I'm so excited.
Okay, I'll give him.
He
I'll
has
give
to
him
start
the,
with a goddamn it. You got to prep.
God damn it.
I don't know if I've ever been more excited in my life, Jay.
Hold on, let me give him a briefing.
Okay.
Okay, hold on.
It doesn't work.
Hmm.
Or something, I don't know.
Yeah, it works.
This one?
Yeah.
I thought it didn't. Okay, well. fuck it.
Jay's got us covered, dude.
You got to talk into it, though.
Oh, there he is.
What are you talking about?
Like, how are we doing?
Very good, Uwe. How are you doing?
Hey, Dad. What's happening?
How was your sex life?
Dad, you did not disappoint.
Your son Derek is here. Jay is here as well. How
How
are
you doing?
Good, good. How come I wasn't invited? How can I women there?
Just, yeah, there's
Just
one
eat.
next to me.
Just
Yeah.
one?
Yeah, we don't.
God damn, it's hard to share them all.
You don't want to share this one, Dad.
Yeah,
Why not?
You don't want to
They're
share
old.
this. No. He's
too old.
He's an ugly one.
How are you, Ube? How was the bar?
Good, good. I'm doing. My bar is always doing good every night.
Every night. Good.
All right, what soccer games did you watch tonight? Who was on?
You
watched the Red Wings.
Barcelona.
Barcelona.
No, Barcelona.
Barcelona.
Excellent. Excellent. What was the final?
1-0.
Uwe, I got to be honest with you. You've become kind of a little cult hero in our audience. We've been telling Uwe stories for a year now. And
Yes.
believe it or not, this is kind of a big deal for people listening to hear your voice.
It's got to be hard to understand me too.
Yes. Well, we can understand you. I guess that's all that's important. Do you remember?
Shit happens.
Yeah, Guddammit has become kind of a catchphrase around here.
Yeah, and one of the
Good.
stories we always tell is how I always used to be over, because I lived right next door, and I'd be over with Derek and stuff, and I'd be like, okay, I gotta go home, and you'd be like, God damn it, Jay, sit down, have a beer. And I'd go, yeah, well, I'm 15, and you'd be like, God damn it, right? Am I wrong?
Proves it to you, and nobody's perfect.
That's right.
Dad, they've got you mocked up on the picture of what looks like your debut album. We'll have to send you a video of it.
Yeah.
Hey, just don't put me in my milk carton, okay?
What did he say?
Don't put him on a milk carton.
Homo milk.
Good Lord. Uwe, do you remember when we were kids hanging out at the house?
No, I was too old.
Too old. Did you know, by the way, when we would all stay the night there and we'd sneak out and stuff? Were you
Yes,
aware?
I know. It gave me goddamn headaches all the time in the wrong head.
But you never stopped us. You let us go and do our thing and kind of run wild, didn't you?
Yes. Yes, because I don't give a damn.
God damn it, myself.
Sort of just let the alley cats wander.
Yeah.
You knew he'd wander back,
He
right?
knew it was a losing battle.
Yeah.
By the time Marcel was old enough, he'd given up. He
Yeah.
could actually go out the front door.
Were we good boys though?
Yes, you were great boys.
Yeah.
I'm glad you were all girls.
That was never too much of a problem.
Yeah, the girls. Is that what he said?
Yeah, it was always easy to bring him home to that house.
Yeah. All right, Uwe. Well, we did what we said we would do. We got your voice on the show, huh?
You should have him really say
Yeah.
damn it or something.
Yeah, we need a
Yeah.
couple. We need a
Yeah.
couple
Can we
of-
get a couple goddammits out of
We
you?
need a few drops, Dad. We
Now I can go back to the bar, right?
need one goddamn it, and you can go back to the bar.
Yeah.
Okay, I got to go back to my damn it.
No, just say God damn it, Mike. God damn it, Jay.
Yeah, that's all.
Goddamn, Mike. What's wrong with you?
Perfect. Perfect.
Thank you, Uwe.
Thanks, Dad.
See ya.
Have a good
See
night.
you.
Bye, Dad.
You too.
Thank you.
Oh my God, that was awesome.
That's Uwe.
That was everything.
Full disclosure, you made his day too.
That lived up to everything that it's been hyped up to be.
Really?
To me, it did.
Yeah.
He said that. Good damn it!
He did under his breath. He had
Right.
under his breath.
I
Damn it,
absolutely heard it, and that was genuine because he didn't really realize what was maybe happening yet.
No, that's the way he talked all the time. Was God damn it, Daddy, get over here.
He's always mad, even when he was happy.
He's gruff, very gruff.
Yeah, he's no bullshit. And he's how big is your dad? 6'4"? 6'4"?
6'4". He was 187 pounds like my entire life. 6'4", 187.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, skinny guy.
He's bigger than that
Big
now,
dude.
but
yeah,
he's a big dude.
Big dude.
I kind of always pictured
like man.
a smaller
My mom
guy.
brought the average
No.
down, damn it.
Yeah, right.
No, Uwe's a big dude.
Big dude.
Screaming on the sidelines at soccer games.
Oh my god.
God damn it, this ref.
There's not the only guy I know that can talk to police like he does and gets away with it.
Yeah.
They just smile and put an arm around his back.
It's kind of that white privilege thing.
I say
we're talking
good
about.
morning and I'm looking at a ticket, you know?
Yeah.
It's
Oh
amazing.
man. Well, that was great. I'm glad we got him walking in the door.
Our timing was impeccable.
Yeah. Well, let's take a quick break and we'll come back and we'll tell you about the latest guy who was unsuccessfully trying to sneak into the great United States of America. We'll do that next.
The Detroit Cast continues after this short break.
Hey there, it's Steve Gabarra, the general manager at Zott Ford and Holly. Newsflash, we need your trade-in. Believe it or not, the spring market is right around the corner, and that means Zott Ford needs more pre-owned inventory. What's the best way to do that? Easy. Pay too much for the vehicle you are driving right now. We're paying up to 15% over Kelley Blue Book, regardless if you buy a new car from us or not. So bring us your trade-in and leave with a fistful of cash. Only at Zott Ford and Holly. Check us out and our massive inventory at ZottFord.com.
einen unendlichen Raum. Und wenn der leise Nachtwind kommt, dann träumt jeder Cowboy den Traum. Von der Zeit in den Canyons und dem Bild, das verdurch blieben nur 3 Gefährten. Mein Freund Johnny, das Pony und ich.
The Detroit Cast continues now, bitches. Here's Mike and Jay.
All right, welcome back to the Detroit Cast on a Friday with Mike and Jay. And God damn it, that was fun hearing from Uwe.
Always good to hear from Uwe.
Yeah. I was talking to Derek. We'll have to roll some tape on him. we'll have Derek do that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Get him focused.
Yeah.
Well,
Give us
actually,
We'll set him up for a few.
Yeah, the thing you got to do, here's the thing. He's not someone who's on the interview circuit and like knows, like the way you'd have to do it with him is just strike up a conversation and roll tape. That's
True.
where you're going to get that was the most natural.
Yeah, that you heard him mutter, "God damn it,
God damn it." Yeah, when he was like, "God damn it, where was my invite?" You know, that's what we heard every time we talked to him. Everything it was like to him. God damn it. God damn it, where have you boys been? God damn it, the beer's getting warm.
It's one of those you record him and then give him the release form to sign.
Yeah.
Instead of the other way around.
Yeah. He's a trip, man. He's a trip. Don't you boys ever get married. Just get your dicks wet as much as you can and just delay as long as you can with settling down and getting married. Don't do that.
Any idiot can get married.
His wife's standing 10 feet away.
Just smiling. Yeah. Oh, Uwe.
But God damn it, my son's bedroom door is a revolving door around here. Look at that.
The wife he's been married to for 30 years.
Yeah. Who, by the way, sounds really hot on the phone.
She does kind of sound hot.
Holy shit.
Anyway, oh man, that was funny. We got a guy trying to come to America, like so many of them. Border agents, an unauthorized immigrant, they're calling him.
Okay. Unauthorized.
Yeah.
Illegal's too harsh.
It's offensive.
Illegal's too harsh.
You can't say that.
Illegal immigrant, you can't say apparently because you'd be offending them.
Hurtful.
Yeah. So unauthorized immigrant, as if you had a burglar in your house, you'd call him an unauthorized occupant.
You're a
burglar's offensive.
There's a non-sanctioned individual in my home.
Who are we protecting with that? Anyway, we've got an unauthorized immigrant, and he's also a double amputee. He's missing his legs. Poor son of a bitch.
How did he get over?
Yeah, here's the punchline. How did he get over?
He was saved after being abandoned on the top of a border fence. They just stuck him there
He just propped him up there.
like a piece of steak
Like
on
a
a fork.
Like a pumpkin on a fence.
Like a weather vane.
Why didn't they just push him back over the other side with a stick? Grab a stick.
Yeah.
Get off of there, you.
You're the idiots that brought him over the other side.
This is funny. A caller contacted Border Patrol with a man stuck on a fence. This has happened this week. And agents found the man atop of the border wall, and he was holding onto the fence for approximately 2 hours. And he was left behind by a group who was traveling with him. He got stuck, and they were like, fuck him. We can't wait. Go on without me.
Oh, this poor guy.
Yeah.
It's like Gab hanging in the closet.
Yeah.
Sort of.
Kind of. Except he's got arms and a functioning mouth and vagine. Well,
yeah, why can't he get over the fence? He's got arms. You're right,
Jay,
man.
couldn't he
I'm picturing him just as a torso, but he's got arms.
But
2
also,
hours. He's got pythons.
Yeah.
but Jay, couldn't he just momentum kind of like back and forth? Just
Yeah, shimmy
Well,
yourself over, man.
How high are those fences? They're probably like
But you've got arms, man. You don't have the weight of legs.
And you're going
Well,
for
you
freedom
saw
here.
how that worked out for Humpty Dumpty. I mean, you don't want to crack the guy. He doesn't want to just fall. He thought his bros were going to be there to catch him.
Okay, but they're not now, and you're
I
sitting on
know.
the wall,
So
and
he's clinging.
Wouldn't you rather go the other way than the other way?
Well, he'd rather fall on the American side if he's got his choice.
The
But
fishing pole with a bottle of water on the end of it will take
Shimmy
care
your
of that.
way down and fall.
Yeah, exactly. It's a shimmy. It's a shift of the weight.
clearly, there was probably barbed wire, and he got all tangled
You know,
up.
if he doesn't have his legs, dude, that's the biggest thing I think you'd ever be worried about is bringing. Like, you just put your arms in like this and
blow your shoulder out. Guy's already got the deck stacked against him. I'm with Jay though. I think you just kind of go up there and go, quite a pickle, and then just kind of shove him back onto his side.
Stick.
Yeah, just a stick.
A long stick.
They said it was very dangerous because the temperatures dropped to almost 40 degrees.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Oh.
Could he have survived the night?
Must have been uncomfortable.
I hope.
So they rolled him into the precinct and then bowled him back onto his side of the wall. And poor bastard. Oh God, how bad is it in your country when you're trying to scale a wall into America
Seriously.
without
With
legs?
no legs.
Holy shit,
Dude, if that was England by law, they would like have to give him new legs. That's why everybody does it. They get on a train, they go across the channel. Like if they need a heart transplant, as soon as they hit British territory, You got to do the surgery.
Really?
Yep. That's why they're doing it. And they're going bankrupt.
Holy shit.
Whoa.
Wrong side of the pond, pal.
Well, we've got a guy in Malaysia.
Is that him?
Oh, they got the fireman up there.
He's
like
in the barbed wire.
It's like he's a kitten in a tree, man.
Yeah.
Seriously. Let's go pull that ladder.
Jay won't tell that story, Dust.
I won't either. Never happened.
Look at that son of a bitch stuck in there. See that? You wouldn't want to fall on the other side.
Yeah, that's more than just a shift of weight.
Did you get that far into the barbed wire before you went, oh?
His buddies were trying to get him over.
I think he did what we suggested. He shifted the weight, and that put him deep into that shit. Look at that. That's like 4 feet of barbledy wire.
Yeah.
That still doesn't look like that big of a deal to get over. No, I mean, no, I'm just saying to go into this country, I mean.
You ever tried to climb through barbed wire?
It's not easy.
I have not. But
I've done it. It's not easy.
We've done it to get back into Pine Knob.
Yeah.
I'm willing to venture the fence is not the only line of defense. I'm sure there's.
They say you say that, but it's a big
It's a big border, man. I think it is in a lot of places, and that's what sucks. But
some, yeah.
But that's not easy to get through. Come on, man.
It seems like there's.
Why don't they just cut the fence?
And they got to repair it.
Yeah, you know how long it took to build the first one.
No, not us,
the bad guys?
them. Yeah.
Oh, it's Otay Mesa too. Excellent.
He's really in there, man.
It's like he lost a bet.
It seems like there would be better parts in the fence to try to cross.
Well, yeah,
like
exactly. He's crossing it like one of the busier sections. I mean, look at all. It's right outside San Diego. That whole border's just.
Yeah, but dude, he's got no legs. He's got as far as he could.
Yeah.
I can't imagine he has the best prosthetics either.
Well, he did bring gloves or something.
No, I think those are bare arms.
I think it looks like he's got something yellow on his hand. Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh, he is buried.
These guys are not helping. It's like
rolls of barbed
It's like
wire.
hooking a fish and putting the hook farther down the throat. You know, you guys are just making it worse.
Yeah. Not going to work out well for him. Well, you can start over again, I guess.
He'll heal up. He'll be back in a month.
Yeah. And then we got a guy in, as I was mentioning, in Malaysia. He's been left in critical condition after he was attacked by a machete-wielding gang at a local cinema. And his name's Osman bin Musa.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Closed circuit television shows the gang attacking Mr. bin Musa using a machete following a late-night screening of the sci-fi thriller Jupiter Ascending.
So it's the movie's fault? Is that where you're going with this?
Well, he's cross-eyed, so they thought he was looking
Jupiter
at him funny.
Descending?
No, Osama bin Musa.
They think he was looking at him funny?
Yeah, because he's cross-eyed.
Oh, you know, those lazy eyes are creepy, though.
Yeah.
I don't blame these machete wielding.
They said he's cross-eyed, and he does occasionally get people making comments, and he usually wears sunglasses, but because he was coming out of the movies, he wasn't donning his shades.
They thought he was giving the stink eye.
Yeah, to a gang, to a machete-wielding gang.
When in
at a
fact,
cinema.
he's looking the entirely different way.
Yeah, he doesn't even know they're talking to him.
You didn't even see him.
We just come out of the cinema and he didn't have them on. As he walked into the foyer, a man asked, "What the fuck are you looking at?" Yeah, the foyer. Someone asked, "What the fuck are you looking at?" And he's like, "Who, me?"
Yes.
And so he tried to just be, he reluctantly didn't respond. He didn't want to antagonize anybody. He was like, I don't want to get in shit now. And so that just pissed these guys off more because he was blowing them off. And they threw something at him, and then the entire gang attacked him in the foyer. Seconds later, Mr. bin Musa can be seen being pursued by a man wielding a machete, chopping at him as he runs through the cinema. The footage confirms that the incident had been unprovoked, and police say they're now looking for the culprits. They've got 2 suspects, and they've identified the other ones. But look at that.
Oh, it looks like a bloody mess.
Could you imagine getting hit by a machete?
Honestly, man.
No.
Oh.
We've had a lot of stories about like people getting hit in the head with hammers and stuff.
Yeah.
God.
Ugh.
Just
it's brutal.
That's terrible.
Having something like that swung at you. Yeah.
No, thank
Just for being cross-eyed. Just for giving a stink eye without even trying.
Do you think they felt bad when the gang found out, or were they?
Does that video play on that?
Oh my.
Yeah.
Poor Mr. bin Musa.
If you scroll up on that story, I think there was a it won't play. Okay, that's all right. I probably don't want to see it either.
It's horrific.
And then we've got I mentioned early that we've got people in this room that are fans of tattoos, the tattoos, right?
Couple.
There are.
Well, we got a mother, Tanya Phillips. She was celebrating her 40th birthday, and her husband got her a new tattoo. And
something very classy, I assume.
Extremely classy.
Two hands and a tongue coming out of her ass or something.
Nice tramp stamp, maybe?
Well, she's got a daughter who was born with a birthmark from like her lower leg to her hip.
Tattooed the birthmark.
And so she's got this red splotch on her leg. And so her and her husband got matching tattoos of the red splotch.
Oh, God.
Whoa, it looks like a burn or something.
Yeah.
That's one really...
Looks like a splotch. You know what? This is very odd because the two tattoos, they're not identical. You'd think they'd be the same birthmark, right?
Yeah.
Just looks like a mess of red everywhere, doesn't it?
Slapped ass.
It does.
You know, the guy's looks nothing like the woman's.
That's
true. You're right.
Let me see it.
If you're gonna do something like that, do it uniform, right?
Neither of the
shitty tattoo artist.
I think the leg of the girl doesn't look that attractive.
The leg of the woman?
Yeah.
Gross, he's right.
Let me see it.
Yeah, it's just inconsistent. It's not uniform.
Looked like he tattooed some cellulite there too.
The mom.
Looks like
that was a tattoo, right?
He looks sorry, dude.
She's got some beautiful other tattoos too. That green blob on her ankle looks great.
That
really
bubonic
came out
plague's coming out nicely on the calf there.
It stretches from her toes to her lower back. It hasn't faded with time. In fact, some days it looks darker than others. She's talking about her daughter, her young daughter. The mom will never forget the first time she saw Honey Ray's birthmark.
Honey Ray.
She struggled to breathe when she was first born and was rushed to the special care unit. When I see her, she was just lying in this little incubator, and that's when I saw it. It broke my heart. I just sobbed and sobbed, knowing my baby was going to be
fucking deal?
Birthmark.
Permanently marked for the rest of her life. Like any mom, I didn't want her to be different.
Oh God.
I wanted her to be exactly the same as every other healthy child. And as much as the birthmark isn't dangerous, I knew it could have a huge impact on the rest of her life. Although in our eyes, she was perfect. I knew other people would cruelly point and stare at her. It sounds like you don't think she's that perfect. For a mom who claims that their daughter is perfect, clearly you don't think she's perfect. Why were you sobbing when you saw your daughter's Honey Ray's birthmark?
And honestly, if you see this, it's not as if it's like a disfiguration of her face or something. It's just discolored skin on her leg, and what would they say, it goes up to her butt or something?
Wouldn't you just assume it was probably a burn? If you were to look at, you'd probably just think, wow, she had got burned.
I really don't think a single person would point and laugh and cruelly comment at that.
I bet
I
you
really don't.
99% of the people never see it, don't care, and it's just
whatever.
It's like Gorbachev had on his head, you know?
Classic whatever. Ready?
Exactly. Thank you,
Port
Jay.
Weinstein, I believe they're called.
But look at these tattoos. They're so odd looking in that they're not uniform, right?
Yeah.
If you're gonna do that, if you're gonna try to mimic what she has, like make it look exactly the same.
With a name like Honey Ray, are we south of the Mason-Dixon line on this story? I take it.
Yeah, I believe we are.
Yeah.
How stupid! How dumb! You tattoo a birthmark on both your legs,
and so they didn't want her to feel
different,
and so
now do we have to go get those too?
For the first few months of her life, whenever we went out, I made sure her legs were covered up. I couldn't cope with strangers' curious glances or whispering
this is a
comments.
mommy issue.
When would the legs be?
Totally mother with psychological issues.
This is not a Honey Ray problem.
No,
Jay, when were as a kid that age? When would her legs be
exposed?
Yeah,
all the time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't want sympathy or pity or people feeling sorry for Honey Ray. No, that's exactly what that's what you're doing by getting a matching tattoo of a birthmark all over your body.
And then telling the media.
Exactly. I was just going to say, and then going out and broadcasting it to everybody on the internet.
Adam and I decided straight away that we wanted Honey Ray to feel special, that her birthmark was something to be proud of and not something to be embarrassed of. To the point that you're getting it tattooed on yourself.
It doesn't even look that bad on her skin.
No.
Like it looks way worse on theirs, like on their legs.
Especially that blotchy one. I don't understand what they were trying to do there. There's nothing that looks similar. They're completely different. There's just a blotch of red, just indiscriminately thrown into the skin.
Yeah.
Hers isn't even red though. Hers is just like a darker brown.
Yeah. In the summer when she tans up a little bit, probably won't even notice it.
Poor Honey Ray.
She knew from the moment she was born, we told Honey Ray she was beautiful and constantly covered her in kisses. All right. So why are you getting a tattoo then if she's so beautiful and perfect?
This kid's going to be a train wreck when she's an adult.
Last summer, she stood at a checkout when I saw this old couple whispering and staring at Honey Ray's leg.
I don't believe it. I don't even believe it.
I was distraught. It was the first time I had taken her out without covering her up, and it confirmed all my worries and fears. People are cruel without even realizing, and I knew if adults could be that insensitive, then kids could be unintentionally mean.
Do you even believe that story? I'm serious. I don't believe it.
No, she's ultra sensitive, hypersensitive to this.
This mom is nuts.
I don't believe that some old couple would sit there and
point and stare at
that. It's
funny how it fell into place like that on the first time, huh?
Yeah, right. It was then that Tanya decided to go the extra mile to ensure that her little girl didn't feel different. We knew we had to do something to ensure she grew up knowing that she was very much loved.
No, you didn't. This is
what kind of message?
If you're going to comment, get on the mic and say something. Don't just go.
I can't.
What the fuck is that?
I don't know. You know what it is, right?
What if your kid? What if your kid had been born missing an arm?
I almost feel like I got to get a tattoo of a seizure on me now to be with Eric, so he just feels special.
There you go.
You'd have to do a lot more than tattooing seizures to make me feel less.
You have no idea. Peel the onion on this fucker.
What would this family do if she was born without an arm?
This mom would chop off her own arm.
She would.
Seriously, this is the dumbest story. For Christmas, Tanya got her husband to go to get that surgery or the tattoo, and then last week Adam returned the favor, paying for hers for her 40th birthday. It was extremely painful, especially as I had a flower to cover up as an old tattoo, but it was worth every second of pain. Some people will say it's odd and think we've done something quite extreme, but in our eyes, all we've done is ensure Honey Ray never feels different. Mommy and Daddy now have the same permanent markings as she does.
Good luck with that.
What a great message to send to your kid, too.
Yeah.
Never be different.
Yeah,
Never feel different.
Yeah.
Run with the herd, man.
Yeah.
Don't stray outside of it. Don't do anything that strays outside of the norm.
That's a great point, Jay.
You're going to hurt people's feelings if you're different and special.
You're right, dude. So anything she wants to do in her life, follow the sheep, right? Just do whatever status quo.
Yeah, mommy needs some psychological therapy.
Do birthmarks ever fade when young children get them?
I don't know.
It depends on what kind of birthmark. Not usually.
That one?
I don't know what that is.
Red splotchiness.
I mean, it's not vitiligo.
God, those look hideous on the mother.
It actually looks like a measles rash.
Kind of does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It doesn't look that bad on the daughter. I'm sorry. Like it.
And then we got a guy who worked as a volunteer fireman. Jay, this is mainly for you.
Because of his recent.
Well, it's kind of for Beth.
Oh,
and
I
Jay.
gotcha.
Yeah, we know how
Must
Jay
be a
feels about
dog
dogs.
involved.
Well, volunteer firefighter. This is in Texas. He's enraged animal lovers. He basically, his name's Tim Knatzer. He shot his neighbor's dogs.
Yeah, but it's in Texas, so it's no problem, right?
Well, to keep them away from his livestock. Apparently, they were crashing his barn.
Even better.
Yeah. And there's the pictures of the dead dogs.
Oh, my Lord.
He posted those on Facebook.
What an asshole.
Why?
Somebody didn't put any truth. This is well put, Tim. Somebody didn't put any truth in my warning. Keep your damn dogs on your property.
Truth,
and then
what?
Yeah, somebody didn't put any truth in my warning. Then it looks like a lab and a.
It's two labs.
Okay.
What is this?
Golden lab and a black lab.
Yeah.
Wow, that's lovely.
What he did is one thing, but everything having to be on. Why does he need to post it on Facebook with a comment and pictures? Like,
because he's an asswipe.
Sounds like he's got a bad case of smallpox.
He needs to tell everybody how hard he is.
What a man he is.
The department that he worked at, this small volunteer fire department, said they've been getting death threats from England, Portugal, Canada, and every state in America.
Well, that's obviously
they're bombarded with shit.
Oh, when you're done, I just wanted to see the. Oh, here's the post. Never mind.
How can you possibly think that's okay in your mind?
You're an idiot.
You're in Texas.
Yeah, you're in Texas.
I've warned them not to let their dogs on my property.
Well, what do you do if you
killed them?
And shot them. I would rather you shot the neighbor than the dogs.
Yeah.
Leave the dogs out of this. This is clearly a case of a guy going to work at 7 a.m, opening the door, letting the dogs go, so they don't shit in his house, and then coming home 10 hours later, and his dogs have just been running wild and
this is sort of like
his life.
Sort of like your dad training your dog to shit on my lawn. My dad
Is he
was
aware of
convinced
this?
It's only because we couldn't train him to unlock the door.
Is he aware of that, Jay?
My dad was convinced. He'd stand there at the window. Watch this. Watch this. They'll walk through that hedge and shit on our lawn.
That dog was never trained at anything.
Yeah, that dog was.
Which dog was it?
Maya.
Well, how
Maya?
about Jake? How about the 8 hours we'd spend before New Year's trying to get Jake back?
Oh
to the
my,
house?
yes.
Jeez.
Remember
Jake
that
smoked
shit?
too much weed.
Oh, Jake was too high. Jake was high all the time.
He was.
By choice. We'd try to lock him out of the room. He wouldn't have anything to do with it.
Yeah, this guy it says he's got rights and it's my right to shoot those dogs. I think the bigger problem, well, shooting the dogs is a problem, but
The court of laws for.
He said his friend had trouble began days earlier when he discovered the dogs attacking a calf in his barn. And so he went over to the neighbors, told them that the dogs were getting in his barn and attacking his animals, to please keep them all at home, put them on a leash, build a fence, do something. And then a couple days later, they were back on his property.
Kill him. And then to ease point, I mean, post it on Facebook.
That's the thing to me. I'm not saying
It's
I'm
almost
okay with the
twice as
shooting.
bad, right?
Right. I'm not saying I'm okay with the shooting. I could get it if he had cattle and whatever he's protecting. But you know what Deuce over here said, posting it on Facebook. It's just a guy trying to be that fucking right. Look at me. That's where it's just.
I was wondering what that guy's name was. Oh, Pulido Rodrigo.
Rodrigo.
Come on.
Not
roll
doing it.
Roll it,
Not-
baby.
not doing it.
Rodrigo.
Come on, do it. You can do it. You've been practicing. You're
I've not
getting
been
really
practicing. I've never been practicing.
You're really,
ever.
really good at it now.
Pulido Rodrigo. One time.
Rodrigo.
Come on, you got to hear Uwe earlier.
One time.
What is it? What's the first name?
Pulido
Polito
Rodrigo.
Rodrigo.
That was really good.
Really well done.
That was
I'm gonna
better than
shoot
usual.
myself.
Throwing up in the back
Seriously,
of his
that was
mouth.
better than usual.
Yeah.
Really?
Fuck you.
Mr. Rodrigo said, "I'm in shock. I don't know. I don't understand these people. Bad people. I don't know." He found out about the brutal attack after going on social media.
They shot
So-
my little burro.
So they're Facebook friends, are they? Or
I don't know. Like, you'd figure if your dogs are missing, you wouldn't go check
like,
social
did he-
media.
did he
How
tag
about
them in?
going out in your backyard?
Yeah,
instead of
your neighbor's backyard.
cyberspace to look for your dogs.
Where is Jose and Jose?
Was he
He's
tagged
gone
in the
missing.
post? You know what I mean?
My dogs 1 and 2 have gone missing. I don't know where. 1, come home.
You're
2,
right.
come
Did
home.
he tag him?
That's what. Yeah. Did he like?
Maybe, man.
Dude,
you
if
have,
he's that dumb, maybe he did.
Yeah.
You have a notification. You've been tagged in Tim Peterson's or
You've
whatever.
been mentioned in the comments.
Wonder why Polito Rodriguez is tagging me.
I killed your dogs
I told you this is what happens.
with blank with what was his name? Penalty Giga or whatever.
No, that was close.
That was great.
I'll say that again. That was close.
Polito?
So Tim Conster would have said he would have done that thing about the truth and shooting the dogs with
Polito Rodrigo.
Polito Rodriguez.
That was even better than the first time. Good job.
How does turn into?
Because I can't roll my tongue, you fucking. I can't roll my R's, and you know I can't.
Yes, you can. You just did it. What are you talking about? That was really good. I mean, we used to joke about it before, but it's seriously getting good now. Jay?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
The fire department sent out as they're getting blasted with death threats
Why
and everything.
the fire department? They got nothing to do with what
'Cause he
this guy
worked
does
there.
on his private time. Though it's like,
That's
you
kind of
know,
what they said. They said, as previously stated, they've since fired him. At first, it was like, "Hey, this is out of our hands. We can't do anything about it." And people were like, "You fuckers, die!" And so,
rules.
as previously stated, we do not condone the recent actions of one of our firefighters. We are following our policy and removing him from our department. This is now a civil criminal matter that we have no jurisdiction over. Please forward all concerns to local law enforcement and the SPCA.
Please note that we are the fire department.
Yeah.
We are not the police department.
And they're the volunteer fire department, right? It's not even the regular.
We just happened to be where this asshole worked.
And let me
Okay?
guess, the hate mail and hate calls stopped immediately.
Well, that's not.
Oh,
it's
yeah,
hate
right.
tweets now.
Oh, okay. Now that's cleared up. We won't call anymore. Oh,
Yeah. How did you think that was going to play out, Tim?
What? Yeah,
This is like
Good
in-
problem solving.
really-
Again,
what's
great
the end
example.
game, right, Jay?
the world we're living in. How did you think in your head that was going to go down?
People
Like,
were just
people
going,
are
hell
like,
yeah,
Yeah, that's what you got to do.
Attacking my calf.
get her done.
first guess is best. Shoot it.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Tim's regretting that. He looks kind of like a douche, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Anybody that ever takes pictures like this
Mhm.
looks like a douche to me.
Agreed.
Although I think I did one on last Saturday, but
The selfie in the mirror.
yeah, I did it one last Saturday actually. So
You douche.
I know. God damn it! I can't believe it.
50 Shades of Grey. Have you guys seen the movie E? Have you seen the movie
Did we
yet?
already talk about this? No.
Yeah, I know, but there's a new story about it, so I'm wondering if you've seen it since then.
No, I haven't seen it since last night or yesterday morning. I mean,
Jay, have you?
No.
No. We got a woman who went into a packed showing of 50 Shades
nice.
and caused the entire audience to be evacuated.
Oh, she shit herself.
She shit herself. She vomited, shit, and pissed herself.
What? So,
She got drunk as hell in the theater and then just started projectile vomiting, shitting, and pissing everywhere.
God, dude.
does this have anything actual to do with 50 Shades? I mean, it's really
That
just
just
like,
happens to be the movie she was at. It could have been
I bet she was
Willy
a-
Wonka.
Was she a real attractive young lady? I'm guessing.
Oh, I bet she was. I don't have a picture, but she lost control of everything, including all bodily fluids. The whole cinema stank. I'm not sure of her age, but she was so drunk she couldn't move. She practically had to be carried out, and the mess left behind was disgusting. There was no way we could clean it up there and then. It would be a specialist job.
I was gonna say I'm not
so
cleaning
the
that.
film was stopped, and everybody was evacuated.
Another one of these assholes in society just affecting everybody else. You
Yeah.
know? It's
Yeah.
like the guy who causes the traffic jam on the way home from work on Friday afternoon.
Yeah.
You fucking asshole.
Yeah.
God, you know? Here's another one. You just want to see a movie.
Yeah. First time out, you got a babysitter.
Ruin it for everybody.
Packed theater. God,
Gross.
monsters.
I'd love.
What?
If I was working at that theater when they said they'd have to have someone, send it out. I'm not cleaning that crap up at minimum
I
wage at
bet,
the
they're,
theater.
No.
I bet they're cleaning up worse stuff too with that movie.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's not the only bodily fluid.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
No, they'd have to bring somebody professional in to do that shit.
Yeah, that's
I
what they
mean,
said.
Oh yeah,
Ugh.
absolutely.
Did you guys like Pimp My Ride?
That was kind of
Show.
interesting.
It was, the only funny thing was always to me about it, and I know I already stated earlier that I kind of didn't really necessarily like it, but I did watch it. But what was always very funny to me is that Exhibit.
As I was going to say, was it Exhibit?
Yeah, and all I remember
for sure
thinking
it
is
was.
every time I heard Exhibit, all I hear is Exhibit on the MCDs or his own thing talking about, being fucking leaving like in body bags, but not caskets and blowing cops away. And now here he is coming up
with
with
a
like,
microphone.
will there be like an 8-year-old lady? And be like, is your daughter here? And he's like, well, I'm Exhibit and I'm here to fight. Like this guy was talking
Pimp
about,
your ride.
and this guy was talking about blowing shit up, not gonna fucking leave. Like
Yeah.
death by soup cop or whatever. I mean,
Well, there's some people that have come forward and they've done some interviews. This one was with
Why
the
now,
Huffington Post.
by the way.
Well,
I mean,
I think there was like a Reddit done
okay.
where they were interviewing some people, and so that kind of just sparked.
I mean, the show's like what's it
Some
been
interesting-
gone for 10 years almost? It seems like?
Probably at least, yeah.
It's a cool concept, though.
Sort
just
of, yeah.
just a shit ass ride, and he pulls up and he offers to pimp their ride. they take it away and then they bring it back, or they bring them to the what do you
West
call it?
Coast
Garage,
Customs.
right? Yeah. That's where West Coast kind of got put on the map, right? In terms of the reality show.
Well,
I'm
West
sure they're
Coast
around
Customs
doing-
was doing like shack vehicles
Yeah,
forever.
but in terms of a
Which-
reality show,
Yeah, but that put them on the map doing some of those
Look,
big
there's-
time celebrities and athletes. It got them name recognition enough, and then shows like this came along and really charged it up even more. So anyway, they spoke to 3 of these kids: Jake Glazier from season 4, Seth Martino, and Justin Deeringer from season 6. And they said that sometimes additions to the cars were just for the show, and it would be taken out of the vehicle immediately after filming.
What?
Doesn't that suck?
That's bullshit.
I agree. In Justin Deringer's case, I don't know if anyone will remember these episodes, but he claimed they actually took a lot of stuff out that they showed on TV. Just in his case, there was a pop-up champagne thing, a contraption, and a drive-in theater. They removed the champagne part because they didn't want to condone drinking and driving.
I feel like I remember a champagne thing in one of these cars.
Yeah. And the theater, they said, was removed for not being street safe, which they won't. If you try to put one of those DVD screens on the front of your car, they won't do it. They won't even install it aftermarket. Like that's why they're always in the headrest in the back seat.
Right.
So your life burdens can watch movies, but they don't want you watching your burdens.
So this show is bullshit, huh?
Mike did not coin that phrase, so don't laugh at Mike that used my own.
That?
Yeah, I did.
He's quite the sports jersey whore.
Exhibitous.
Yeah.
X to the Z.
Occasionally, things were put into cars with no intention of them ever working in real life. A robotic arm installed into Seth Martino's car was, as he put it, actually solely controlled by commands that were entered into a laptop by a geek off screen. In reality, it was just a robotic arm with a bunch of wires hanging out of it.
Nice. So he drives away, and it's just this useless robotic arm.
Yeah.
Nice.
Seth Martino's car seemed to be particularly low quality. There were plenty of things wrong with it, including television screens never working again after filming. Some things that didn't that didn't work on the car included the LED lights that were put into the seats. They would always do that. Along the seam lines of the seats.
Yeah.
He said they would get really hot if left on, so you couldn't drive with them on.
Jesus, man.
Bulbs.
They took the gull wing doors off because the pistons used to lift them, kept them from putting the seat belts back on, which was extremely dangerous. They had a cotton candy machine they installed that was fit into the trunk without leaving enough room for the dome top to keep the cotton candy strands from flying all over the place.
Bunch of morons.
So he'd just be driving down the road and cotton candy would be spraying everywhere.
So it was
Check out
actually
my new clown car. Isn't it cool?
It was as impractical as it looked on the show.
Yeah, basically. No, that's a great way to put it.
Physically didn't work.
Yeah.
But I wonder, does this say anything about mechanically, whether they did anything to soup these things up mechanically? Because these were shit rides.
Yeah, there were some that barely, that's what I didn't get. You had some of these ones, they looked like they were barely driving.
Yeah.
And yeah, they put all this crap on it, but I'm like, well, dude, you still need to get it on the highway.
Awesome. But yeah, can the thing roll down the road?
Some of the cars were so old and rusted that they would have mechanical issues no matter how much work you put into them. And the production team and the car shops worked their asses off to get the parts for these cars. In one instance, MTV even sent someone all the way to the desert junkyard in Arizona just for a replacement hood on a car.
Huh. So you did try it, sounds like.
Yeah, in some cases. But I think they, like one kid talks about how the muffler had fallen off his car and they just kind of like
they
half-ass stuff something to look cool. And like, that's the way the car is supposed to sound. And so it was just like, just rigged. And 5 years after the show, with extensive and expensive outside work done, this Derringer kid's pimped car burst into flames. He was driving home with his girlfriend when smoke started flooding the car. The two jumped outside of the road when in just moments the car was destroyed.
Oh my God.
And the reveal shots that they always did, those were always staged.
Right.
They'd be like, oh my God, freaking out. Yeah.
Over the top freak outs.
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah.
All contestants spoken to ended up having to do multiple takes of their reaction. Justin Deringer explaining, I guess I didn't show enough enthusiasm. Jake Glazer said, remember that they had to coax him into going, quote, ape shit. His first real reaction to the car was just quite amazement, where he said, this is good. They immediately yelled, redo. I remember this very clearly. Big Dane, very big dude. He like puts his arm around my shoulder, kind of walks me around the shop for 10 minutes. And he's like, listen, we put a lot of work in this. We expect you to be a little more fucking enthusiastic. The show made it seem as if the cars were in the garage for a few days, but it was actually more like half a year.
Whoa! Oh my gosh! That's the biggest thing. That's the biggest shock right there to me.
Yeah, which caused daily problems for these people. Seth Martino had a particularly frustrating time where he had to go through a really small, shady company off the freeway by LAX because they were the only ones willing to rent to me because of my age. It sucked having that rental car because they wouldn't take payments over the phone. So once a month, I had to drive all the way from West Covina to LAX just for them to swipe my card.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. The backstories and interests of the contestants were kind of made up. For Jake Glazer, MTV pretty much just went with what I told him, but with exaggerations. He said that his grandmother smoked in the car. For the show, MTV threw an extra few dozen cigarette butts in the car to make her just look like a total disgusting person. I remember that one with the cigarette butts all over it.
Really?
I do, yeah. Justin Derringer said he was asked what his favorite colors were, and he said he hated red, and then the interior of his entire car was done in red.
Somebody had some leftover red leather.
Yeah.
Or pleather, whatever it was.
A suggestion to another girlfriend. They were like, all right, here's our storyline this time. You have a girlfriend, right? He's like, yeah. They're like, we're going to need you to dump your girlfriend, and then we're going to pimp your ride, which is going to make you like a player. And so then you'll be able to get any chick you want. And he's like, yeah, I don't really want to dump my girlfriend.
For an MTV freaking show.
Yeah.
For an MTV2 show.
Oh, yeah. Well,
yeah.
Was it an MTV2?
MTV?
I don't think so. Unless I wasn't watching it new. No, that's those are probably replays. I'm pretty sure that was MTV.
Yeah, I've never had MTV2, and I know I watched that. So originally,
I can't watch that show.
Anyway, do we have any email, Jay?
Mike, we do have some email. We happen to have
buddy?
some today.
I imagine we'll get some about Uwe tomorrow.
This is
or Monday.
A few.
Yeah.
This is a pretty awesome story, if this is true. Brad writes in, hello, lovers. When my girls were really young, I would take them to Domino's Farm, which is a petting zoo in Ann Arbor
totally
at the Domino's
remember it.
Pizza headquarters. Everybody knows right off
Monahan.
23, right?
Yeah.
One day, my kids were at the pond feeding the ducks and geese when a swan swam up. We talked about swans yesterday and being very aggressive. The swan swam up and grabbed my daughter's hand in its beak and wouldn't let go. My daughter was maybe 4 at the time and was completely freaking out and screaming. I jumped to her defense and grabbed the swan by the neck. Well, let me tell you, swans don't like to be grabbed by the neck. The swan flipped out and began flapping its enormous wings, which are like 7 feet wingspan.
Break somebody's arm if you crack them.
Really?
It started flapping its enormous wings, but still wouldn't let go of my daughter's hand. So I started shaking its neck back and forth. And after a second or two, I felt its fucking neck snap.
Oh, no.
The swan falls in a heap. Now I'm like, oh, fuck. I look around and see people staring at me. So I wrangle my kids and hurriedly head toward the parking lot. I can hear people behind me shouting, sir, sir. I just say over my shoulder, oh, yeah, she's okay. Thanks. I never return. Fuck swans. They're dicks.
They are.
Later, Fags and Eric. Wait, Fags and Eric?
Yeah.
Brad's confused.
No, you got it right.
Later,
You got it right
guys
that
and
time.
fag.
No. You got it right. He said what he said.
Dude, that's
great
awesome.
story, Brad.
Awesome.
Who was what did you say it was a goose that our
Yes, it was
buddy
a
did?
goose.
Swan.
Did that too?
Oh yeah.
At Aldingbrook.
It was a goose. Canadian goose.
Yep.
Grabbed it by the neck and just gave it a once around.
Patrick writes in, hey guys and Big E. What? So the king never speaks to Santa, but he lies to his kids about a freaking tooth fairy? Now that's bullshit.
Yeah, I agree.
So is there an Easter bunny too? No.
Well,
no,
if
we
you
talked
listen to
about
it,
that. I'm
yeah.
not sure Patrick listened to the whole show.
Did you know this?
So you pick and
Dust.
choose the way Walters works is freedom of speech choices.
Oh, good point.
What?
I pick and choose my mythical characters, apparently, the way that you pick and choose your freedom of speech choices.
Yeah, right.
Keep up the great work, Mike, Jay, and Tim.
Do as I say, not as I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jay's kids don't have any idea what Santa Claus is.
Well, we've just never
They
mentioned
know
it
what the
to
glow
them.
box is, right?
The glow
They're
box.
familiar with the glow box.
I started with the glow box
You
with
did.
Jake. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, dude, here's the deal, man. It's a fiscally responsible decision to
This
go
is
with
so
to just
Jay,
let
by the way.
I let the tooth fairy thing happen. It cost me $1. Who cares? The Santa Claus, I'm going to take some credit for. I'm not going to say Santa brought you shit. I'm going to say I brought you shit.
That's
So his-
selfish.
The
His
Easter
kids-
Bunny, I'm going to
Yes,
do the
You
same thing.
selfish bastard.
No, I'm just a parent
You're
who
not giving any credit to Santa.
gets
You're
no
taking all
credit
his
during the
credit.
year. I'm getting credit for all the freaking hundreds of dollars of shit I bought you. Bottom line.
That's why you had your kids take credit for giving them stuff.
Yeah,
Huh?
that's why I had them. That's why I had them. Amy writes in on Facebook. She says a few notes. Baby Einstein / Baby McDonald. I knew it within 3 notes. I think I've watched it 1,000 times.
Oh,
So when we threw that up there on the screen the other day
they knew.
and started playing that music, that's how that shit is, man. The
It's like the ice cream man.
Just like a nerve gets hit, huh?
Yeah.
Oh.
By the way, Bare Naked Ladies, they do kids songs now. So we were talking
Yeah.
And they
about.
also did freaking Big Bang Theory too.
Oh, really?
The theme song to Big Bang
Oh,
Theory.
yeah.
they?
Okay.
Yeah.
I think Kids Bop is because it is the G-rated version of everything, so parents like it. And then
they make sure that it doesn't have any offensive lyrics in it.
I guess so.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
The Great Space Coaster, loved it. Toto, Mike rocked it. Poor Eric, he was born in the wrong decade. Just some miscellaneous notes.
No, dude, I got a lot of sick commercials or cartoons and stuff, man. I got DuckTales and freaking Darkwing Duck and
lame.
Bullshit. That's
dude,
lame.
The original Looney Tunes, and you're going with DuckTales.
Yeah, DuckTales and freaking Darkwing Duck.
Unga, Lunga, Dunga, Unga.
No, whatever.
Bugs Bunny.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Ghostbusters. No, I was fine. There it is.
DuckTales.
You nerds.
This is coming back. DuckTales is coming back in 2017. I just read an article about it.
We had He-Man.
Yeah.
We had Jason the Wheeled Warrior.
Oh, and then this is DuckTales.
Hey, we got E doing karaoke over here. Go E, don't quit.
I don't know all
Come
the
on,
words.
E.
I don't know all the words.
Liar.
I really don't. I just know it goes DuckTales.
Look at these furry sons of bitches.
Look at them. This is not the real
Really
fish.
more
Like
feathery than furry, I think. But
yeah.
Rescue Rangers, Chippendale Rescue Rangers. I got that. I got
furry bastards. Look at them. Look at that fur. Ow, look at that fur.
I absolutely watched these
I feel
guys.
bad for you.
I don't. These
You
are
missed all the good
these
cartoons.
these
you
cartoons
missed
were
the good ones.
No, I didn't. You guys got bad.
dude, you missed Shmoo.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the Shmoo. You missed the Hanna-Barbera Laugh Olympics.
I'm fine.
shit.
I like my shit. Even everybody likes their shit. I think that kids now have shitty commercials and they probably like or cartoons and they probably
Looney
like.
Tunes stood for 100 years.
Yeah.
I don't care. I love DuckTales. I still have gone on recently and watched some of these old cartoons that I like to watch. So,
Lame. They're
Yeah.
lame. That's lame.
No, no, I disagree.
There's nothing even remotely controversial. Now
Dude,
you're talking.
That's a cartoon.
Now you're
Doesn't that
talking.
just do something within your loins?
That makes you look forward to Saturday.
Yeah, you fucking old men. I'm sitting in 3 fucking old men is what I'm sitting with, going, I was better in my day.
That's awesome.
Back in the day, I could drive go all the way to Detroit and back on the buses or whatever.
Foghorn Leghorn.
Yeah, Foghorn's the shit. Oh God, dude, I could
bunch
watch
of dinosaurs.
The wisdom that spews forth from that
Genius.
You want to talk wisdom? How about Le Pew, dude? Le Pew is badass.
Yeah, but he's French, so he instantly drops a peg in my book.
Could you do
Good point.
a smelly French guy joke nowadays in a cartoon?
Right.
No.
Would that fly?
He's trying to rape a chick continually, not taking no for an answer. He is not getting the nod, and he's plowing forward.
Refuses.
He
to
is
give
going to
up.
stick his little skunk dick in that cat.
Little
The stinky Frenchman raping chicks. that was our storylines as kids.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Scratch that, you
I don't
son of a
Smelly
bitch.
Frenchman.
I don't give a fuck. I watched this stuff too, and I liked it too. I'm just saying I like all the shit I had.
Not as much as us. We liked it more.
You
Okay.
gotta like this.
Listen to Foghorn.
Here, son, I'm no loudmouth snook. This is a dog, not a chicken. Chickens don't look like dogs. Who told you this was a
The
chicken,
violence,
son?
dude. You didn't have the violence
Nice
we
boy,
had.
but doesn't listen to a word you say. Now, what's that? I say, now, what's that boy up to? Better check on it, yeah. Hey, boy, what's going on here? What you trying to do? Oh, no, back off there, son. They'll never do it. You're not strong enough. Job like this, you gotta have a know-how. Hey, boy, your pumpkin is tied down pretty.
Hey, boy.
Match, yeah, here you are, boy. Don't set the world on fire.
You can't touch the sea.
These kids coming up nowadays don't even know how to tie down their pumpkin. Well, when I was a boy, say, I never tied down no pumpkin. Hey, son, what you tying down a pumpkin for? What's a... Ask a silly question, get a silly answer.
Violence is great.
Oh, this is great. Is this the paint the tongue green?
Oh, I love it.
Oh, right down the well. You got to see that coming. I say, boy.
Love that dog.
If we get kicked off YouTube for copyright playing a fucking Foghorn Leghorn,
Yeah, that's gonna suck.
yeah. Hey, before we get any further, we got to mention Zott Ford. They
Yes.
have it all. Not only did they give the Detroit Cast listeners the best prices on new and pre-owned vehicles, they also have the best service deals in town. Right now, Zott Ford is offering all their friends from the Detroit Cast a $19.95 oil change special, which also includes a free brake and safety inspection. That's right. Just roll into Zott Ford, doing your best to avoid Big E and his filthy hair and clothes, and tell them the Detroit Cast sent you. Not only will you get the $19.95 oil change deal, but they will also get you 15% off any additional service work you need done. So check out their deals and their massive inventory online at zottford.com.
Good.
Hey, David writes in. Okay, E, this is support for you. Stop letting those two numbnuts get your goat when they start picking on you. Just agree with them,
E.
and I bet they stop picking.
Yeah, E,
Probably
this
not.
is your fault.
However, the show would be
Don't blame
less
the victim.
the show would be less entertaining, so never mind. Keep denying your sexuality. Stalk sucker.
Stalk sucker.
You know, you can't even find the originals these anymore. They're
I have 'em.
all edited. You found them?
Oh, I have them. I have the racist ones.
You got the old, oh my God.
the old World War II ones.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. Yep. I've got
Here's
them all on
one,
Blu-ray. They're fucking amazing.
Ash writes in, gentlemen, I participated in the following Facebook conversation today with Big
Oh
E
God!
and thought it warranted sharing.
Oh no!
So
Oh,
Ash,
no.
Ash
Oh,
was
no.
nice enough to
This was from this morning.
She screenshot her
Good
Facebook
girl,
By the way,
chat.
while I was at work.
Nice. Nicely done.
Message from Eric. Hey, how's it going? I was told by Jay that you had invited us to
Oh, God.
your guys going
Fuck
away
you,
party.
Ash, for sharing this. By the way,
I was told by Jay that you had invited us to your guys' going away party. Ash and her husband are leaving for down south soon, so invited us over. Thank you very much for the invite. I very much appreciate it, but sadly, I will not be able to attend as I am going to the Garth Brooks show Saturday night. I'm really sorry. I'm sure it would have been a blast and totally would have if not for the concert. Anyway, thanks again and good luck. I've been to Asheville before. It's a cool
God.
town.
Oh,
And in
God.
general, South Carolina is like my
damn
fave
it.
state other than Michigan.
damn it!
Ash's response.
I know where it is.
What the?
I know what
Thanks,
state
Eric.
it is. I've missed.
Just
Okay.
relax.
Okay.
Ash response. Thanks, Eric. I should have remembered Garth is this Saturday. Duh. I hope you have a blast with Chubbs or TCG or whoever. You gave me a smile, especially because Asheville is in North Carolina. True Big E stuff. It's why I listen every day. Keep up the awesome work. I'll be listening and promoting from Asheville. And then E goes, ha ha ha. Yes. How dare you plan a party and not revolve it around my personal social calendar? But duh, I know it's North Carolina. I have fucking been there before as usual. I'm a fucking idiot, but I did not know that. Swear to God. Well, thank you so much for listening and supporting the show. It means so much to all of us, even that asshole lawyer. You son of a bitch!
Damn it! How would I know that personal correspondence would get?
That personal correspondence.
I didn't think those would get
Wait,
revealed.
you thought something was private on the internet, you moron?
No, I thought Ash could be a fucking lady and not fucking. I take back everything I said,
Ash,
and I'm
Ash,
glad I'm not coming to your stupid party now.
Ash kissed and told here. And she finishes off. She says, so I take from this, I take from this a chuckle, an appreciation for that asshole lawyer for forwarding my big news and invite to Big E, and a feeling that some of the cast at TDC will take the time to reach out to listeners. Walters? Crickets? Then she says, ha ha ha, winky face. You guys really
I
do
got a
make my
winky
day.
face.
Thanks again. And I'm sure you'll be hearing from me from North Carolina in the future. For fuck's sake, Eric, find the bean.
You know what this really? You know what this really was, dude?
Outstanding sign off.
I was at a point where I was bored as fuck, and when I get bored, I start going on my social networking. I'm like, oh,
There's a good
I'll send
idea.
her a message, and it's just I knew this would take some time out of my day, and it took like 5 minutes. But I mean,
So you're just trying to kill time. He really didn't care, Ash, is what he's trying to say in
Yeah.
a roundabout way.
kinda.
Well done, E. Way to just poo-poo the whole thing that you just did, you know?
Yeah. No, if you know what really happened was Jay mentioned that a day ago, and I go, oh yeah, Jay, could you say that in your email that I also can't go because I'll be doing something? And Jay said, you get back to yourself personally, or what? Remember that?
Yeah. I said, hey, man, respond to her. And you're like, oh, just put in your response that I can't go. Like, you fucking
Just
asshole.
put your response in ditto marks.
Yeah, ditto for Eric.
John writes in, and this, by the way, is John E's arch nemesis. So,
wait,
This
the
guy
one
wants to
that
kill
wanted
me or
to do
wants to
something, dude.
kill him. Absolutely.
that
I mean,
one.
if he met, he
It
would.
sounds like if he met
so
me, he would
many
whoop my
people
ass.
that
He
want
would
to kill
snap
Big
his
E.
neck like a swan, man.
There's so many that
God,
want
look
to
how
kill him.
supple. Look at it,
I'd
dude.
have to start a list.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's too long. I didn't know. I didn't know if it was the one that was going after Lisa that he got into the thing with, or
Oh no. This is John, who, remember, he sent us that picture of him in the woods with like a knife or a gun or something.
yeah,
It's
where
like,
the
this is for
Detroit
Big
gear.
E. Yeah.
And you've had to talk him off the ledge. A few times.
He almost quit us.
Yeah, he was done with
I was
the
like,
show.
"Don't
He's
quit us,
hated
man.
Eric
Don't
so
quit us."
much.
Yeah.
What is that? What was that drop, dude?
I
wish I could
literally like
quit
wrote
you.
him
I
an
can't
You had to
quit you.
talk
Yeah.
this guy down.
Yeah, he tried to quit us. He emailed me with like this
The nerve
warning,
of
like,
him.
dude, I can't handle anymore. I'm trying my best. He's a freaking retard. I can't handle the sound of his voice. I want to barf every time I hear it. I'm like, John, man, I get it, dude. Believe me, I sit next to this Fukfase every day. Just please be patient with us. Give us a chance. So I'm glad to see. John had gone silent a bit, so I'm glad to see John is still hanging with us. But he every now and then needs to chime in, and he says, "Sup, gents? I have further proof of Feeble E's man crush on King J, and have attached it to this email. It happened at the 1 hour 21 minute 9 second mark of episode 287 when Jay responds to the retarded fag's comment about marinating one's dick in Listerine to last longer as, quote, germane. The homo milk drinker gratuitously laughs like he always does, and then prominently says, 'I love you, Jay,' and again softly off mic seconds later, 'I love you.'" You know what? I actually remember that moment, and I remember looking at E, just shaking my head in kind of like disgusted bewilderment.
I don't know. I'm looking for approval from somebody, I guess. Secretly, I feel like I must not have gotten approval at home, so I'm looking for you, Jay.
So John says, "I can't believe nobody caught that. I bet that gross fuck sneaks over to your chair when nobody's around and swipes a big sniff for later on at night when he's wristing one off on mom's couch.
He probably does.
You should feel honored, Jay. Other than Tony, you're the only person he said that to."
That's a good point.
He's never told anyone that he loves them. Not his parents, not his brother, not his sister, except for his cat, Tony. His
the
cat,
only
Tony,
person.
he,
What the
quote,
fuck
is
is
the
wrong with
only
you?
person he said, "I loved you" to.
It just feels false to me when I say it.
Yeah.
To your mother, it feels false when you say it.
I don't.
If you don't feel it, don't say it.
I don't know what. I'm sure I do. I have a weird thing with love, I guess. I must have it. I just don't never know how to explain it.
There's the picture of John. I guess he didn't have a gun. He just had a cigar, and he looks like a badass.
Yeah.
Freaking ring.
Beat my ass for sure if you wanted to. Hopefully, he'll never see me out.
Yeah.
I bet he can make you say that you love him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he does
he
look like
probably
a
could.
badass. I hope he likes the rest of us. I don't want that guy hating me. All right, are we done with the email?
Yeah, we'll save the rest for Monday.
Okay. Well, thanks for coming by, Deuce. Thanks
Yes,
for
man.
letting us call your old
Absolutely.
man.
Absolutely.
That was awesome.
Yeah, I know how it is to call family members on the air, so I
Yeah, you
appreciate
know.
you stepping out. and letting
Especially
us do
that one.
Yeah. Especially the gruff old German.
Especially the ornery old kraut.
God love him. Fresh from the bar. Oh, man. Well, thanks, Uwe, for coming on. And have a good weekend, everybody. We'll do it again on Monday. So have a good weekend. We'll see you then.
You've been listening to the Detroit Cast with your hosts, Mike and Jay. From all of us at Radio for One Studios, thank you for listening. And as always, thank you, Detroit.
Listen to God.